if you've been watching F1 this year, it's probably been up and down, to say the least. There's been definitely some high highs and also some low lows. But if you're one particular driver's fan, you'll know a lot of suffering. So to say the least, Yuki Tsunoda has had a rough year. And to his supporters' cries, including myself, it hasn't even been his fault. That car has been so unstable, improperly managed throughout this whole year that he's only had a couple opportunities to shine, and he's had a few good routings in his defense. But as with that last race in Vegas, it's not looking good. It's really not looking good, and he probably is out of a seat for F1 next year. But let's see if we can change that. In the video today, I'm going to be trying to at least start a series, hopefully, on how this could be better for Yuki, and in a different F1 universe, how he can maybe actually be the number 2 driver that Max has been needing his whole entire career ever since being the official leader of Red Bull. And I guess we'll have to see how this plays out. There is no pre-prep on this. I'm literally going to be just freestyling this, so let's see how it goes. Okay, so we are in the menu, and obviously, to get this out of the way, this is F1 Manager 24, not 25, because F1 Manager 25 is not a thing. Namely, because no one bought this game, or not enough people. Anyways, they did, obviously, if you do know, add the whole update to where you can customize the seats and whatnot to basically make this game updatable and have a longer lifespan, which I think was very kind of the guys at Frontier. But now that means that this will be a little scuffed, but it is what it is. So yes, we are going to start obviously with Red Bull. And of course, me not thinking this out fully, forgot that if you only do the start career mode, they don't let you do any of the customization. So I am at this screen now with all of these teams. So this will be fun. I will have to go through each and every one of these and update them.
20 minutes later.
Okay, so after some editing, I was able to get it pretty much down to this 2025 season. But in this process, I also realized, real quick, let me just look at all this. Yep, all looks good. I'm keeping the fastest lap point because it was stupid that they, in my opinion, that they switched that up. But I'll fix the calendar real quick, but you'll see the dilemma that I'm realizing there is now in a sec.
3 weeks later.
Okay, so calendar is set up. So back to what I was saying earlier about the issue that I found. So you'll see I'm going to have to create an 11th team to make this work, and obviously in 2025 there is no 11th team, so that's a bit of a problem to say the least, to make this quote-unquote realistic, which is already kind of going out the bin. So to counter this, I'll just say in this hypothetical universe, Cadillac will be joining F1 a year early, and yeah, because I don't really know what else I can do. Let's just do custom origin, genuinely. Starting balance, they can have, we'll say we give them money, say they have that, but no car performance. Let's give them, yeah, like that. I think this is fair, honestly, to try to make it somewhat realistic. Bottas and not Ricardo, but Perez will be the driver duo there. I'll just do these randomly, honestly. These don't matter too much. And then Ferrari, sounds good. And then, okay, this might take a sec, because I cannot, if I believe, yeah. Okay, I'll try to somewhat base it off of the real life one, but I won't spend too long on this. Okay, so this is me just basing it off a picture I found. I might try to put that in the video later if I'm able to find it again, but like this is not obviously perfect, but it's close and it gets the general idea. Wait, what does this look like? Okay. I think the gradient there's a little much, personally. Okay. You know what, that's fine. I'll obviously fix their sponsors and stuff, but relatively, that's fine. Cinnamon logo. Okay. There's got to be like some sort of guide for this, right?
Three 28 a.m.
Okay, so at one point there was a plan, but like, you know what? I tried. That's the new Cadillac logo.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Honestly, looks cool.
Stay off the damn
Team principal for them. Who is their team principal? It was like some Andretti guy, right? Nah. In our universe, they chose the fun option. That's just fun. We are choosing Red Bull in this. And finally, we're going to be able to get into this and try to save Yuki Tsunoda from the, let's just call it, purgatory he's in right now with Red Bull. Alright, first things first, everyone's enthusiastic, loving life here. And honestly, this is nice. We have the best car, because mind you, this is based on 2023. Even though I tried to buff McLaren, but even then, Red Bull compare us to other people just to get a little, like, see where everyone is at. So McLaren's good in the corners, bad in the straights. Okay, what about Ferrari? Ferrari's pretty well rounded. Okay, Merc. They are yikes, still decent in corners, and Cadillac. I mean, that's to be expected. Okay, I mean, these are all pretty good rankings for facilities. We haven't even signed any sponsors and we're already good. I want to put this towards a factory, actually. That's smart, because we already have such a fast car. Let's put this towards a nice new wind tunnel or design center. Design center will be cheaper, take a little longer, but probably better. Okay, let's do that. Do that. And we will crank out one underfloor real quick, because if you know this game, you know underfloors are the meta. Actually, no. Let's try to make our car more well-rounded, since we cannot save tires right now to save our life. Front wing or suspension. I'll say suspension. Why not? Let's not be cringe and go against the meta. Okay, 2.3 there. Then maybe like that there. Do the classic. And so just focus on tire preservation to make sure, yeah. Put all those guys on it. Beautiful. Nice. Great, Emily. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that last name. Happy for you. Oh, wait, so does this mean we have the affiliates? Oh, gosh, we do.
Nice.
Okay, Arvin Lindblad, obviously, if you don't know, in this game is an absolute demon. So we'll love to keep him. These are all really good affiliates. No wonder Red Bull has a good... Anyways, I'm getting sidetracked. Staff-wise, got the boys. Obviously, I know Jonathan Wheatley's at Kicksauber now. Sorry, we can't make this perfectly. Oh, that's a nice touch. They have GPs. Okay. I'm getting sidetracked. Let's just keep moving towards the first race of the season in Australia, where I guess you could say at this point in time, Yuki wasn't even on Red Bull yet. He was on V-Carb, or yeah, whatever. And it was Lawson who got last and crashed. But for this, we're just going to say Yuki started the season with Red Bull. I would say I either want engagement or... Yeah, let's do engagement. Let's be risky, because we have Max Verstappen on our team at the end of the day. Okay, get all that money going. Now we have 18G, our 18 milli in the bank so we can put another upgrade on the car. No, let's focus on our one weakness, engine cooling, and do that with side pods. Beautiful. Yeah, this is just, again, like I said earlier, just so nice to be first in everything to start out, which is a nice little change of pace. And race is in 5 days, unfortunately, so those won't, neither of our upgrades will be able to make it on for Australia, but it's fine. As since with all this surplus money, I might as well just like do the housekeeping stuff of like this. These are so cheap to upgrade and they are very helpful. Anything else? Scouting department we don't really need. Race sim, like Yuki's not going to develop that much more, right? Well, but okay, here we go. First weekend as a team. Oh yeah, sponsor plan. Have you do that. Do school events. Oh, not Yuki. Cannot have his morale going down this early in the year. Yikes. That. Oh gosh, those are a lot of sponsor engagements. And even then, we don't even reach it. Dang. You know what? It's fine. Okay, here we go. First session. Cool. I love having Jonathan Wheatley when he just makes everything perfect. Oh boy. Do I just guarantee the win? Sure. Yuki, I'll say 7th or higher. Let's play it safe. Okay. I think for this series, I'll just probably do practices. I'll run through them, but I'll just obviously won't show you guys because it's practice. Oh, it's raining. That's cool. But okay, I'll run through practice real quick, and then I'll get to the race. And yeah, okay, see you guys there. All right, so practice 3 has been done. And overall, pretty okay for both drivers. Obviously, from there, it looks like Yuki better, but really, Max generally did. Yuki did run wide in practice 3, by the way, so he does have underfloor. He did have a minor underfloor damage, yeah. So, have to replace that, which thankfully we can do. 93% for Max, which I'm kind of disappointed in. It's nothing optimal there, but Yuki, pretty solid. I could risk it if I really want to there, but I just won't. And, yep, time for P1, not P1, Q1, as, yep, medium confidence for Yuki, high for Max, so I will send Yuki out a little earlier. I'm just going to do the cheese method of putting him out on interest first so he just gets to build the confidence. Yep, so we can just see his confidence go up, even though he's setting a garbage lap on the wrong tire. And now he has very high confidence. Beautiful. We'll send out Max around now. Hopefully he won't run into traffic. Set up Yuki. Yeah, he seems to have clean air, so as long as no one gets in his way from the pit lane, we should be good. Experiments on a flyer as well. Let's actually get on board with Max and send Yuki out now. Purple burst for Max. And he's almost getting a tow from Ollie Behrman, which is nice. Let's go this camera angle. Beautiful. Yep, not too close to where he's obstructing us in the corners. And there's another purple, 18.9 for Max. As if we are able to get through here all tidy, which we are, I would hope this puts him P1. Which it does by a second. Oh my gosh. Okay, I think that should make him safer. Next, as Yuki also... Oh, Yuki goes purple now. Is the Red Bull just this overpowered in this game? Oh no, but he has traffic. Great. That's just awesome. But we go up to the line and still P2 with that traffic. That's insane. Of the people out, pretty much the usual strat. Of the people out, pretty much the usual suspects, except for Kimmy and Albon, actually, so that's pretty good. Both Cadillacs, actually, are able to make it into Q2. Good for them. Set of used tires for both of them. And we will see what we have going on here when we like. Send out Yuki first, then Max, right ahead of Charles there. Yuki should have just a fully... Actually, no, he probably won't. Bottas is probably doing something. Ooh, but Charles is right behind Max. That's unfortunate. It's not the worst thing ever, but if occasionally if there is an AI behind one, it'll make the AI in front still go a bit slower. Because they, like, are... For some reason, they try to defend. I don't know why. Yuki trying to get past the Haas here without too much obstruction. Not too bad. And Max goes purple, so I'll just eat my words there. Oh, maybe not, because he's like literally defending from Charles. Yep. Uh-oh. Okay. I mean, I think it's really screwing over Charles more. 19 flat there versus the 18.8. So yeah, he did lose about 2/10 Yuki in that second sector. As Yuki is up to the line, P1. Only 800ths up on Lewis, but then again, these are on old sauce for us, so I guess we can't complain. As up to the line goes Max. P2 beating out Lewis, but Charles actually gained from that. He got a toe. Wow, that's actually surprising to me. Place right now, I feel like we can just chill. This is really an unnecessary risk, but why not? Why not take it? So we can have 2 sets of softs for Q3. I have faith. Because these guys are already, Let's just slow it down, though. Like, who's improving right now actively as we're talking? Ocon. No, wait, Ocon's going to catch us, right? Here, Lawson up to the line. Yeah, okay. We should be fine. Yeah, no one's... Okay. That was a little jump scare there, but... Hamilton does beat Yuki. Ocon, as I was talking about earlier, jumps up to P9. Bottas is in P10 right now, so... Ooh, Cadillac almost gets it, but Norris across the line knocks him out to get into Q3 in their first ever time in F1. Russell, no improvement, and Ocon again. Okay. Got a little scary near the end there, but ending up with Stroll in second. Shocker there. I guess he must have gotten a toe from Alonso. I don't know. Now, we do have 2 fresh sets of softs in Q3, which is Ferrari's going out first, then nobody, then Stroll. Guess I know Yuki. Oh, he's behind Russell. You know what I'm gonna do? I'll just do this. I'll do the manual thing. I'll just get him to go.
Temperatures are slowly building.
Yeah.
Build up. Then just full deploy. So we're doing it manually there. Verstappen is still on his outlap. So here we go, watching Yuki on his first flyer in Q3. Is 25.3. That's really good. Okay, we'll take that. Going through, dealing with some traffic there, but pretty easily getting out of the way right there by what I'd assume is Stroll. And then here we go into Sector 3 now after a decent Sector 2 from Yuki. So Max is starting his flyer with not too much traffic, hopefully. Up to the line, and it will be P1. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Cool everything down. Calm in. Purple, third sector. As Max, oh, he was held up. He had traffic, that's why. Okay. Genuinely just abort the lap. Abort the lap, no point.
Make the tires last, Max.
Yep. That's a 26.9 there versus 25.3. 1.6 second gap there. This is tight if I tell him to go. Yeah, I think we'll just leave it to 1 lap, honestly. Okay, we'll just give him 1 lap. That's unlucky. Okay. Unlucky there with the traffic for Max. As Yuki is currently provisional pole. Wow. Very, very massive shift in the tides there. As the McLarens also, oh my goodness. Right now we have Yuki, Leclerc, Russell, then Stroll, Ocon, Alonso. Note the McLarens and Lewis are struggling right now. I will have to send out Max a bit earlier than he would probably like. Think about it now is good. And then Yuki I can send out now. Make sure they make it. Here we go. And there goes that. That line of cars will be annoying, I predict, for Max. This could actually end really poorly for him. Here we go through the first sector. Let's go to the helmet cam. As Max winding it through this awesome first sector in Australia. Down here, 25.3. It's still not as fast as Yuki's first time, but still way better than what he had. Getting past one car there. Will he have to get his foot off the throttle? Nope, still going strong. I believe there's one more to lap. Yep, there's the McLaren.
Oh my goodness, he's just holding it up. Okay. Oh no. And Yuki's not improving. Uh-oh.
Bro, are you serious right now,
I
bro?
wish they gave out impeding penalties in this, but they really don't, which is unfortunate. Up to the line for Max after that. McLaren impeding there. Only P6. Who was that then? That was Lando. Oh boy. That is going to be really stirring the pot for the drama. As Yuki, green second sector after a yellow first. As Max's only maximum spot is, I can't talk. Max's maximum qualifying spot will be 6th, but with both McLarens to go, who knows? Yuki improves by about 3/10 on his lap, which is nice for him. As up to the line, I believe Piastri's going as... Oh my gosh, he puts it in P2 at his home race, dropping Max down to 7th. The reigning champ is not loving this. And now we just have Lando now, the man who impeded Max and is on 2 green sectors. So you gotta imagine he's got a shot at pole here as we go up to the line in Lando Norris's McLaren, looking to be a world champion like he likely will be in real life. Up to the line we go, and it is P3 behind his teammate and also Yuki Tsunoda. So now in his first ever qualifying session as a driver for Red Bull Racing in this alternate F1 universe, Yuki Tsunoda gets pole position. That is insane. That is insane. Okay, strategy wise now, medium, hard is going to be most popular. Is there anything I can do to switch this up for Max? What if I go soft, medium, and then we make it stretch here? I think we do this just to be different, genuinely. It says it's a second slower, but like, if you want to succeed here, I think we have to just do something different. And go here. Okay. Have to go aggressive with Max starting from 8th, which isn't the worst considering what he's done in the past. So, yeah. Here we go. 5 red lights in the Australian Grand Prix. Yuki Tsunoda on pole. Getting you gotta think, a decent start there. Yep, ahead of Piastri. As here goes Verstappen already. Gonna tell him to crank it up. Try to get some stuff done. As Yuki gets a beautiful getaway. As the McLarens are kind of... Oscar's having to fend off Lando there. Oh no, but that's a great exit off the corner. Thankfully, Yuki's able to defend as Max is going to dive down the inside on Lance Stroll and push him into the grass. Classic. And get P7 as Yuki is going to have to defend now. As here we go. Down the second back straight. Norris going for the dive. Yuki not able to defend it. Oh no, he loses P1 by the end of the lap. Now down in P2. That's not what you love to see. You have to tell Max to go a little bit. Come on, Yuki, you got that. Get him back. And no DRS, remember, after only 1 lap. And just going to try to make sure we keep him within arm's length here. Oh, yellow flags. Someone's off. Okay, here we go. Good exit there from Max. Trying to get that dive down on George Russell. Oh, he's keeping his nose in. Beautiful move there from Max. As Lando's actually trying to pull away. Oh my goodness. He is absolutely... He's not even shredding the tires. How is he doing this? This is a great start you got to admit from Lando, going from 3rd all the way to 1st. But Yuki, thankfully able to keep it within a second. Now with DRS, we'll hopefully try to rein him in. And Max is lurking now on this little train forming with Piastri and Hamilton. Here we go. Down the back straight. Yuki trying to find the opening. Pushes his way through, up the inside. Same place Lando got him in lap 1. Now Yuki gets him in lap 2. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Both drivers are being told to take it easier now on the car, whether it be through fuel and tires and ERS. But now that's going to leave Yuki almost a sitting duck for Lando. Can he close the door in time? Oh, no. No, he cannot. Lando able to get the DRS assisted move in the first straight. And remember, this is double dosage here. So Yuki's going to be a sitting duck for Leclerc here in the Ferrari. Oh no, but he's able to defend. As in the back you see Verstappen getting around his old rival Lewis Hamilton. What a move, as he's able to push him a bit off the track and stick with it, as Russell also takes advantage of Hamilton getting pushed off there. What a move from Verstappen, as we'll take a replay on that. I want to say too wide, but with one McLaren of Piastri in front, making it really cramped. Beautiful move from Max. Great job not to crash into the back of Piastri. As now it is P6 for Verstappen, who is rapidly gaining position. Yuki here. I'm just going to tell him to go top up, since it wouldn't be the best thing. Well, I mean, worst thing ever to not get the job done here. But we'll see. Is that Leclerc trying to go around the outside? Oh my goodness. And Max, while that was happening, was able to go past Piastri. I hope we'll be able to see a replay of that. But Yuki and Leclerc scrapping. This is actually helping Lando Norris, as we'll see this replay right before they go to the main straight. Oh, just a beautiful move up the inside. 3 wide. Also, in that last corner there between, I want to say, Leclerc, Piastri, and Tsunoda. Oh boy. But eventually, DRS still for Yuki, as it's just a drag race between him and Leclerc. But Leclerc in that Ferrari gonna have a better engine. Oh no, but Verstappen's joining the fray. Oh, but Yuki shuts the door on him. Oh no. Will we have to put team orders? I don't think so, because Yuki has a good run on Lando Norris here, on those probably already wearing soft tires, and he's able to get past him. New race leader is Charles Leclerc, but Yuki Tsunoda trying to catch him. A second, keep it under a second. Keep it pushing. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful stuff. That little top-up section we did earlier is really coming in clutch, as Norris is going to have to defend against raging Verstappen, which you got to imagine is going to be pretty tricky for him. Although he does have slightly better tires, because Verstappen did destroy his on that to get this close ahead. Yuki is the only one in the top 5 I should say, on mediums, but his mediums are quite worn, so we might tell him to rein him in a bit, or just not go too harsh on him. As Norris has already caught up to Yuki, actually, and Verstappen's falling behind because he has to manage his tires now. As Leclerc unable to stop Yuki there, as Yuki gets past. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Back in P1, where we started the race for Yuki, as he already has a 1.5 second lead on Leclerc, who's now forced to defend against the raging McLaren of Lando Norris, letting Verstappen get back into this. Norris isn't going for the move here. He's taking his time, waiting for the right corner, but Leclerc does not get the DRS here. He's not within 1 second of Yuki, meaning that you got to think Norris will have a good run on him here, down the main straight, start-finish straight, I should say. As up the inside he goes, and gets the move done. And now that should hopefully give Max also a window of opportunity, which he can use. Up the inside, you got to think he's going to try on Charles. Yep, he is. There it is. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful maneuver. Way to take advantage. As Charles goes on the grass, actually. Oscar unable to take advantage there. But now it is a Red Bull 1-3. But McLaren, the McLaren of Norris, is right now on the gearbox of Tsunoda, who you got to imagine is really struggling here to keep him behind. We're going to actually tell him to hold him up to let Verstappen try to attempt to get back in to the DRS. Norris trying to find an opening, trying to find a gap he can get through. Nothing being given to him by Yuki. Let's get at the helmet cam for Lando on this overtaking spot, as Yuki just planting the car in all the red spots, trying to not let anything get open. But Lando's still going for it. Oh my goodness. He goes for it up the inside, is not able to get it though. And this is all playing right into the hands of Max Verstappen, who is now gaining. And now on the back of the gearbox, it says they're still fighting. Tsunoda and Norris down the start-finish straight. You got to imagine that here is where Tsunoda will lose his lead. But, oh my goodness, up the inside of both of them, it's Max Verstappen, only able to get Tsunoda there, who's already been overtaken twice, still doesn't have DRS. That's not good. Uh-oh. Will he be able to at least still keep Leclerc at bay? Yes, he will. Okay. You gotta imagine he's gonna need to use some of those tires and a bit of that ERS now to try to get back into that fight. But for Verstappen, this is beautiful. It's a 1-2 fight here for first, pretty even on tires, although Norris does have a slight advantage. As while you're behind, I'm actually going to tell him to take it easy, not do anything insane with the tires. Just wait for his moment as... Yep. Oh, maybe not. You know what? Sure. That works too. As Yuki's having to defend against the Ferrari of Leclerc, eventually does. He should hopefully have DRS and the better straightaway here, which he does, but now his battery is drained. That is not good. As Verstappen is getting swapping positions with Norris here, which is not what you love to see. And he's actually getting re-overtaken by Yuki. Oh no. This is not what the team expected. The softs are not lasting like we thought. You gotta imagine team orders may have to come into play, but this is the first race of the year. So that would normally entail, you know, at least with no championship fight on the horizon. That we just got to play this fair down the middle. But Yuki is new to the team, and this is the team Max has won already 4 drivers' championships with. Tsunoda now going to look for it around the outside. Nope, nothing doing there of Lando Norris. As now Tsunoda again is low on battery. I'll tell Max to slightly ease off on the tires. So, you know, pretty much go easy on the tires. As Yuki just used the DRS. Red Bulls are known for, at least in 2023, having that incredible DRS system that made them undefendable, I guess. As here we go. Yuki not finding the right gap, I guess, to go up the inside. Can't, sorry. Okay, fair enough. Here we go, up the main straight. Maybe he's just biding his time, waiting for the better opportunity here. So with that double dosage of DRS, you can actually get it done. And... no, still nothing doing. Is indecisiveness from Tsunoda, or is this just great defense from Norris? I don't know, as Leclerc is right on the gearbox of Verstappen. As again, Tsunoda is not able to get past. Now hopefully, with a good exit off the corner and 2 straights with DRS, you can get it done. As Norris is pitting. Norris is actually pitting here, meaning they both Red Bulls will have DRS. And maybe just get away. Nope. Max looking for a move, not getting it. Red Bull, I'm thinking about telling Max to just hold up Charles, but I can't do that in the name of fairness, because that would screw him over, his race over completely. So I think I'll try to have them swap her first. Oh, but no, it's not happening. Okay, I'll tell Yuki to not defend. Hold the line, hold the line. Oh no. I feel like Yuki's going to get jumped by both of them on this main straight. Coming up. We'll see as Norris comes out P10 ahead of Hadjar in the Racing Bulls. And also the Cadillacs, who are actually P12 and P13. Not bad. You gotta imagine. As there is Verstappen getting past Tsunoda. And can Leclerc also get the job done? Yes, he does. And Russell is there also, lurking in the background on his mediums, which are far fresher than Yuki's. Oh boy. Yeah, all that fighting in the front has led to his tires getting absolutely annihilated. As now Leclerc looking for the place to lunge, as his tires are also so much better than Max's. No. Max defending well. Yuki, oh my goodness, getting attacked by Russell, is it? As this is not going into Red Bull's hands. It's a 2-4 now. Both of their drivers losing positions. But hopefully with a good exit here. Nope. No good exit there. No good exit there. Leclerc's a second ahead. How did this happen? Okay, Yuki, we're going to have to tell Max to push early. I think this strategy we set up is not going to be effective. And we'll probably switch to soft, medium, hard, depending on how the medium goes. Yuki, do not overtake. Bide your time. We'll extend here. Oh my gosh, he did not listen to team orders. This is not good. This is probably what Red Bull was fearing IRL and why they didn't choose him in the first place, for him not following orders and him being too aggressive on Max. Obviously that didn't happen in real life. Please, Yuki. Oh my gosh, he just went fully on the grass. Oh no, it's like 2018 Ricardo and Verstappen flashbacks all over again, but with Verstappen taking the other role of the more tenured member of the team, as he is pushing wholeheartedly here. We're going to tell him to box early. Do your thing. Yuki will continue going. Hopefully in clean air he'll do better, as Verstappen is pitting for a new pair of mediums. Our new set of mediums, I should say, is a 2.6. Not bad, not great. From the boys in the pits as he heads out ahead of Isaac Hadjar in the sister team of Racing Bulls.
So you are P9.
As I will tell him to warm up tires, and I will change this strategy right now
Gap 5.4.
to account for this. Puncture for Pierre Gasly, not a great way to start the season for him in the Alpine, as yep, just got a little too much of the curb there, and he has a puncture. Unlucky. He will probably not have to retire though. There's Perez down after pitting, as with that puncture, yep, holding everybody up as he heads into the pits. Back to Yuki's race though. He is now within the DRS of Russell, so you gotta imagine sooner or later he's gonna try to get the move done. As let's see Russell's tires. They're way better than Yuki's, but I guess he's playing a different strategy here. Maybe a one-stop, just conserving completely. Before that locks up, as Max is in no man's land right now. 5-6 seconds behind him is Hadjar, and maybe 4.5 ahead is Fernando Alonso. As Yuki, after actually hitting Russell, is now in clean air, and he will go for the overcut here on Russell. We're going to push him and tell him to pit for hards, as we will pit him this lap. As so is Leclerc, so we will be following the Ferrari into the pits. Hopefully a good stop here from us will let us cut down some time. 2.5, pretty good all things considered, as there is the Ferrari. I believe we did get a little bit of time there. As the real question now, Russell actually comes out behind Verstappen. I didn't realize that. And he's fighting with Piastri. So after all this, Max will come out ahead of Leclerc, so that undercut done by Max works out, but he is on very worn mediums now. And Leclerc's already trying to get past them. Oh, and he's not able to though. As Yuki warming up the tires in the back line, and he's not able to get it. Beautiful defense there from Max, as he's right bumper to bumper there. But now Verstappen will have the DRS from Fernando Alonso, who still is yet to pit on 44% tires. But mind you, while this is happening, Lando is the one who had the massive undercut, if you remember earlier on Max. So now he is just in his own world right now, loving life. He's 3 seconds ahead of Max on admittedly a few lap older tires, but still, clean air is what he has ahead of him, besides Lewis Hamilton. As, let's see, Russell, all that fighting from Russell, let the overcut be beautiful for Yuki, as now he's a 5-second gap on the guy that overtook him initially. Wow. And they're still fighting, oh my goodness, between Russell and Piastri. Main straight against him. Will Verstappen have the time, enough track to get something done? You gotta imagine he's gonna be aggressive here. He is too far back though. That's unfortunate. So now it's a 3-car battle for the lead of the race between Verstappen, Leclerc, and Norris. The 3 figureheads, you gotta admit, of the ground effect era, especially I guess of late with Norris now. As Leclerc trying to go around the outside of Norris, as not able to get it, and Verstappen's keeping an eye there, just waiting tentatively for his moment. Maybe he's just saving a bit of tires here. We'll see. As, yep, keeping it tidy. Can't get mad at that. As mind you, this is all helping Yuki, as Lando is holding him up, and Yuki is able to catch the pack from this in the clean air that he's in. And let's just get a look on Russell real quick. Still trying to fight with Piastri. And mind you, this is only 20 laps in. Okay, Leclerc opens the DRS on Lando, taking it down the main straight. As Verstappen also now looking for his moment to pass the Brit. As Lando defends though, gets the better exit on the straight, so it's going to have to come down to here. As Verstappen also looking for his moment, and nobody gets past Lando. Beautiful job there from the Brit to keep both drivers with way better tires behind. And now Yuki is only 3.9, 3.8, 3.7 seconds behind. So this is all really playing into his hands. The actual position. So we're going to go down this main straight, same order as before, but now Leclerc having a way better run through here. You got to imagine that's a free overtake. As for Verstappen, doing the same, going around both of them.
Okay.
Oh, Lando closes the door. Max doesn't care. Sticks with the inside. That's an overtake. Lando goes from first to third. As now, Verstappen using the slipstream off Leclerc, not able to get the move done. But now he has a target in range. He is on a little bit worse tires, but you gotta imagine now he knows what he has to do. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna tell him to be safe on tires here, so that we can try to minimize this offset that there is right now. As will he go for the move? No, he will not. Biding his time. Gotta respect that. This is actually playing into the hands of Lando. Okay, if there's something there, take it. If not, don't. How about that? As Max goes around the outside, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh, if Lando gets around, that's actually really good because it's someone on slower tires ahead. Trying to fight? No. As beautiful, Max is back in P1. Let's watch this one back real quick. Round the outside. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Shout out Eminem. But now, Max sitting duck here. And gets passed by Leclerc. And not even a great exit. Try to counter. As Leclerc already has a 1 second gap off of that. I'm just going to tell Max to push because we cannot let this happen. Oh, I think it's too late. I think Leclerc's just done it. There. Maybe not. That ain't gonna work. No. Don't fight. Because now he's just gonna capitalize off this fighting. Actually, no, maybe not. Because now, since Lando's actually lapping really well. I don't know. Okay. The gap is only 1.3. So you would hope if we're able to get past, maybe not at the end of the back straight down here, then we can just get something done. As here we go. Down the inside of Lando. No. Too far back is what Max thinks. As now we are actually, Lando on his own is just catching Leclerc, as he is not close enough to get DRS, however. So now Max, you gotta admit Lando's a sitting duck now. Max just looking for the right opportunity, not finding it. Where is Lando pulling this pace from on 50% tires? Boy, but Lando's in DRS now, so that worry we had about losing Leclerc is gone, as Max can just sit back and harvest while these two fight it out. Let's let Leclerc be within a second of the Kicksauber and get DRS from it. Oh, he does. He does. What a stroke of luck there. As Bortoletto is actually holding him up now. Uh-oh. Now he's moving out of the way. But now he's still a moving chicane. He's holding up Norris. What is this? Cahoots, I say. Okay, but he does get out of the way eventually. As Norris still there. As we'll keep being passive on the battery and the tires. You guys are lapping really fast just off this DRS train. Okay, I think it might be time. No, it's not. He still has DRS, so I can't overtake him. Unless... oh, yeah, never mind. I take it all back. Verstappen pounces after a lot of biting and biting. Oh, no. Norris defends, though. Isn't able to get the move done. Oh, he is. Up the inside. Side by side. Through the back straight now. As Verstappen's able to get past. And now he is the one in the hunt of Charles Leclerc for the lead of this Australian Grand Prix. Let's get another look at that one. Beautiful side-by-side racing action through this winding first sector. But Verstappen able to get the best exit there onto the straight. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. As now, you gotta imagine this is just easy pickings, which it is at the end of the day. But then again, talking about easy pickings, now you gotta imagine this will be easy pickings for Leclerc as Lando pits. Fair enough on his worn tires. Now, Verstappen's got to keep up with Leclerc somehow with this DRS, which obviously is going to be a big factor. Now, through this first sector, he cannot lose time. I'm going to deploy the battery, deploy the tires that we've been saving and being conservative with. Yep, there we go. There's that, what we needed. Now we can go back to this. Don't push anything insane. As now it's a Ferrari, Red Bull Ferrari order in the top 4. Hamilton is in his own little fight with the, I guess, mini front runners of him, Russell, and Piastri. As Verstappen passed him on conserved tire wear. That's funny. But now that just sets Leclerc up for this. Again, easy pickings, which you don't love to see. You really don't. Alright, as Leclerc is still gaining because of this lap traffic giving him DRS. This is not good for us. Yep, he's going to get another dose right now. That's not good. That's insane. And we get to actually go around it. Okay, Franco Colapinto. I see who you're really working for. Yep. Okay, just push now. Okay, he's getting held up a bit there. That's going to be good for us. If you get out of the way. Not really. Well, here. Okay, now he's in free air. Now we have to... You got to imagine box to undercut. But what tires will it be? What is more optimal here? A medium where you cannot push at all, or a hard where you can be extra aggressive. This says that they're interchangeable. What do I like more? Personally, let me see what Lando's on. Let me see. Lando is currently on the hard. Okay. So if we want to be safe to counter him, we go on hards. But if we want to be aggressive, try to win the race here, we might want to go mediums. I say, yeah, I trust Max to nurture these tires. Let's go.
And we'll box this lap, please, Max.
Here we go. Undercut is in place. As Tsunoda P3 in the midst of all this, in his own world, you gotta respect this here. Just long stint. 2.5. Good job by the pit crew there. Tsunoda is he gaining? No, he's not gaining, but he's doing his own thing out there. Different strategy, and it's working for him, so you can't get mad. As there's Norris on exit. Will the undercut by him actually work? It does, but barely, as Verstappen's right there, ready to pounce with the slipstream. Will he just go for it right away? You gotta think that's a possibility. On the cold tires, though, can't get around. And he can't push these tires, you think. Yep, there he goes. I think I'll have to ensure it by using the energy here. Might as well. Okay. And it's down the straight. Not looking amazing, per se. But down here with the battery. Purple last sect. No! Nothing doing. This is, gotta admit, great defense. Oh, as Leclerc did just pit for hards. Playing it extra safe here to the end. As we are going to be on a huge tire wear disadvantage, you got to imagine, on these mediums as we're trying to extend. That gut call I made, trusting Verstappen, might bite me back at the end of this race. As Yuki was just getting held up by traffic, I believe. By lap traffic. Yeah, there's the V-carb. But, here we go. You got to imagine this is easy pickings. Right. Yes. 1-2 for Red Bull right now. Yuki ahead, but mind you, he is running a very different strategy, as we're going to tell him to just keep pushing. Maybe if Max can push away here, actually. That might be ideal. While he has this tire wear advantage temporarily. As there's a second. And Max can get in the DRS of these cars. That'd be great. Here we go. Did he get the DRS? He did not. But it's fine. All things considered. As he is still lapping far faster than Yuki. Gosh. But can't really get too mad. Yuki's on old hards. Max is on relatively new mediums. Right now he's projected to be 5th. So that would be in this gap. Massive gap behind Russell. Okay. I think Yuki can push this for one more lap and capitalize off the DRS here. I believe. As Max is getting ever closer, though. I believe he might be in Kimi's DRS. He is. As all the lap traffic gets out of the way. Beautiful. Beautiful stuff. As both our drivers are getting DRS off this lap traffic. So it's actually playing into our hands. As there goes Yuki. There goes Max. Who's going to have to deal with... Ooh, is that Hulkenberg? Yes, that is Hulkenberg. The lap traffic. Not getting out of the way. Ooh, that's not good. Norris is going to gain time off that, definitely. As you gotta imagine, this will be the time where we will call Yuki in. And now Max is just going to have to do what his Max Verstappen thing, run his own race. He is in the lead by about 3.5. That's all we can get for him, and now he's going to have to defend off people who will be being on fresher tires soon. As here's Yuki going into the pits right now. Is Norris getting the DRS? No, he's not. Okay, good. There's Max taking first place as Yuki pitting from mediums to the end. 2.6. Not bad, not great. We'll take it. Where's Leclerc? Okay. He is gaining about 0.5 a lap on Norris, which you don't love to see. And Norris is getting held up by the traffic, I can see, because he's losing time, which is good for us. Ooh, and Yuki actually in that lap was able to get the overcut, I guess you'd call it, to Hamilton to work better, as he can actually push hard on this lap. Can he? Yeah. Okay. So Yuki actually might be a dark horse here to win this, not knock on wood, because he can be a spoiler here. He can straight up just do what he needs to do, keep his head down, and get this race in his own hands, because he is on the as now Verstappen having to deal with Ocon, I believe. Yep, getting out of the way there. Okay, good. And he gets DRS off that, which is nice. But his tires are falling away, you can tell. That's not good. I think I'll have to tell him to go light on them, just to be safe.
Focus on cooling.
So right now, Leclerc is about to catch Norris, so we gotta hope he can play spoiler, I guess. Leclerc's picking up the pace. And, ooh, Norris is running into a lot of traffic, though. That's good. Both of them are, actually. But now they're getting the DRS effect and the slingshot off of him, off of the other lap traffic. As Leclerc cannot get past. We would like this to probably continue on, of Norris holding up Leclerc and also them getting held up by lap traffic. Yuki and all of this also here, but probably getting hindered by the lap traffic, you gotta think. Here we go, though. Yuki getting past there, nice. As again, they are getting held up by all these cars getting in the way, which is playing into the hands of the Red Bull drivers of Yuki and Max. As there's a fight going on right ahead of Yuki, but if he can just get past both of these guys, which he can't cleanly. No, he has to lift off to make sure he doesn't crash there. Not ideal, as there's a 2-second gap now. Not good. We should have put him on the hards in retrospect, but what are you going to do about it? Push the fuel. We have some extra we can spare. Here we go. Gap is dwindling. There's no traffic for Verstappen can rely on. Maybe Perez, his old teammate, but that's it. As Yuki is running into this last bit here. Is he getting DRS? He is at least getting DRS off of it, but this will likely hold him up in the corners in Sector 1. As, yes, not great. As, I believe that's Sainz, who is just there. But, ooh, that actually gives him a good slingshot effect. And DRS, okay. Yuki can capitalize off this. He might be able to catch Leclerc as Norris is continuing to close in by about a second a lap to Max. Oh, no. Here we go. Yuki right on the gearbox of Charles Leclerc now, trying to get his first career podium in F1 in his first race for Red Bull Racing. As meanwhile, Max trying to hold off Lando for the win here, who is slowly taking away more and more from his gap. Leclerc, mind you, is on pretty worn hards, all things considered, while Yuki is on mediums here. It's the fastest lap for Tsunoda. As the fastest lap for Tsunoda lets him pass Leclerc, and now it is a 1-3 for Red Bull. Keep this up, or will this end up blowing in his face, which I hope it doesn't. As he is gaining actively on Lando, and the gap between Lando and Verstappen is not really moving this lap. 21-2, 21-5, 19-9 from Yuki. This is insane stuff. As it's a 1.4 second gap now, 1.3. It's actively dwindling down. Let's see, can Yuki keep this up? Can he keep going? 1.3 second gap. 1.2. Yuki is finding the pace at the perfect time. Let's see his tires compared. He has 10% fresher tires, maybe that's why. As now he is within that 1 second magic DRS area. As I'll actually tell him to harvest here. We don't need to be in a rush here. We are the ones in control, which is nice. So we can harvest here. Doesn't need to get the move done right now, just in the future. Don't rush it, Yuki. Oh, he took a look but didn't like it. Ends up holding back. Is now on this back straight. I think I'll just tell him to hold up for a little longer. As they are catching Verstappen, though, 1.5 second gap to first for these two between Norris and Tsunoda. As I think Yuki should probably get pat. Yuki should he get past here or later? I think later. I think later is the optimal point. So on this back straight probably is best. So do not go for it now, please. Thank you. Here we go, Yuki. Do the thing. Do the thing in your first circle race. Already P3, which would be a great result, but Yuki probably wants more now, as it's a great run through. 3/10 the gap. He should have this, knock on wood. So here we go, down the start finish straight with Verstappen right there, seeing this all happen in his mirrors. His teammate gets past Norris for P2, and my goodness, he's on a charge to try to catch the 4-time reigning champion. Oh my goodness. Here we go. The gap is already within 1/10. Will team orders be in play? You gotta imagine they won't be. They're already a second ahead of the McLaren just off their pace alone. No one's gonna be told to do anything insane, but no one's gonna be told to hold back. Verstappen is on 20% older tires. I'm gonna have to try to play this as neutral as I can. As Yuki with the DRS down the back straight cannot get it done on Verstappen. As now, with 3 laps to go, mind you, Yuki, I'm just leaving this all up to him. This is all his move. Up the inside, taking a look, going for it on Max Verstappen. No way. In his first race at Red Bull, Yuki is already going in the lead with 3 laps to go, passing Verstappen. Oh, but was he too naive there? Because now Verstappen has DRS on this main straight, where it's a double dosage here. As here we go. Mad Max in the mirrors is one of the most frightening sights in all of motorsport history. As he takes a look, doesn't like what he sees, bites back, as he is going to be aggressive here. Max Verstappen does not want his teammate to get past him. This hasn't been an issue since 2018, as he does not get the move done. But there is still time. 3 laps to go again, as Norris is back in the DRS because of this fighting between the Red Bulls. Verstappen, 6/10 the gap, still in it. You gotta imagine. As his tires are just so worn now. That decision made by the team to put him on hards is really biting back right now. As he goes to make it close. Not enough though. As Norris is back. His tires are still considerably better than Verstappen's. Verstappen, will he go for the move here? Down the first corner? No, he will not. Will it be in turn 3? As Verstappen's tires are at risk of puncture as he goes up the inside. He doesn't care. This is still his team, dang it. And he still is team leader. But Tsunoda's not giving up that easily, though. He's already looking for the get back. Oh my goodness. 2 laps left. Already halfway through the second to last one. Trying to find the gap. Can't find it. Yuki pushing to no end. As Norris is just waiting to capitalize on this. Getting a better run than both of them. Down in the back straight. No moves made.
Okay, Max. You can
Both
or reduce and lift off where possible.
all 3 drivers here know that is not the right spot. And now Verstappen on the wearing medium tires. Gonna have to defend from both his teammate in equal machinery, Yuki Tsunoda, and Lando Norris, who's hungry to get some points to start the season. Here we go. Down the first corner, first turn, side by side. Tsunoda gets it. Now Verstappen is hung out to dry. He's gonna have to still try to defend somehow against Norris on those worn mediums. What will he do? Turn in, and he will be able to defend. Verstappen's deploying. He will go aggressive on tires, as Yuki's just pulling away though. Yuki with those better mediums is just in a whole another league. whole another league. This is insane. Verstappen's trying. He's using his battery, but he can't do anything. He does have DRS though, as I believe this might come down to that back straight corner. Verstappen will be aggressive, you gotta imagine, as will Yuki with those tires. We're playing it right down the middle, treating it just like real life. Down the back straight. Verstappen! Oh, almost crashes into Yuki, but he can't get the move done. That's, you gotta imagine, it's the last possible overtaking spot. As we're heading up to the line, here we go. With the Cadillac of, I believe, Bottas in the way, as Perez is 1 away from points in their first ever race. Yuki Tsunoda heading up to the line. P1 for Tsunoda, P2 for Verstappen. What a start to the season.
That's what it's all about.
That's one way to put it. Race winner Yuki Tsunoda in his first race for Red Bull. Could this be an alternate universe where this was the right move for Red Bull, where they have two insanely tenacious drivers trying to get this championship? Tsunoda's loving life, as let's just see him celebrating. As are there any other battles? There is a battle here for P9 between Stroll and the sister team car of Lawson in his quasi home race, as the Australian GB car seems to hit Piastri again as he go from 2nd to 7th. You gotta imagine that's not a fun feeling. As down the inside goes Stroll and gets past Lawson on his basically home Grand Prix. The Kiwi is passed, and that is it. 1-2 for Red Bull, but not in the order anyone anticipated. Yuki Tsunoda beats Max Verstappen in the first race, and therefore is our championship leader, as we'll see him absolutely celebrate loving life. 1-2 for Red Bull, you can't get mad at that, but let's see this absolute masterclass here from the two drivers. What a race. What a great way to start the series. This probably won't get that many views, to be honest, but this was fun. This was good. Yuki, first ever race with Red Bull, first ever podium, first ever win against his teammate with fighting till the end, as Verstappen is able to just not get it, as Yuki holds him off till the end. Lando was there, played the race as well as he could, did insane stuff with poor tires, all things considered, but at the end, the Red Bulls and their machinery were able to get past, as it is a P1 and P2 respectively. What a race, ladies and gentlemen, what a race. As thank you guys so much for watching. This has been a blast. It's midnight now, but we don't gotta talk about that. Yuki Tsunoda is P1 in the drivers, as Max is 2nd though. So this might be a 2016 championship adjacent fight here, as we also do good in the pit stops. Beautiful, beautiful race. Max doesn't get his race target of P1 because Yuki stole it. That's funny. As now we will see where this goes. Arvin Lindblad goes up 1. So do you. As next race will be China in episode 2, which should be a thing, I hope. As insane stuff. You gotta imagine this is just the start of this insane career mode we have for ourselves here. As I'm just looking for people, and I'm forgetting that Red Bull has like the best staff in this game, and they did for a long time. I guess I can get Bono. But all things considered, thank you guys again so much for watching. It has been a real pleasure, and I will hopefully see you in the next one. I have to get this edited down now. Peace. It's been real. Oh yeah, I forgot. It's been real. It's been fun, but it ain't been real fun.